doing this with NY briefly as we get you into the mood for what to expect ahead of Fight Night 15. There's a lot to talk about. We will spend some time to talk about Bell 7 Star, our proud sponsors, and how the partnership has gone so far. Indeed, they are one of the reasons why there's always a smile on the faces of many a boxing fan who comes here. And I'm sure you out there have also not been left out of the excitement. Of course, Bell 7 Star bringing us the best of local professional boxing. We'll take a look at the league table. We'll bring you up to speed with where the clubs or the teams are and how they gear up towards Fight Night 15. Don't forget, we have a couple of fight nights to go, and then we will be lowering the curtain on season 3. What a season it has been. It's been full of enterprising schemes from some of these young boxers. Plus, of course, we've seen a glimpse of what the future would look like. Once again, thank you very much for joining us. And for those of you who may not be around your TV sets, don't worry. You can follow the action on YouTube at Max Ghana, Max TV Ghana, and then on Facebook at Max TV. We are also live on Star Times at Depart Channel 247. Don't forget, this is brought to you by the kind promotion of IMAX. It's brought to you by the kind courtesy, I beg your pardon, of IMAX Boxing Promotions, and sponsored by Bell 7 Star Energy Drink, Techno Camon 40, Max by Renault Ghana, and Cynics Electronics. So with that out of the way, let's get straight into the details. We'll also bring you up to speed with a running schedule that we have for you tonight. There's some interesting bouts that you need to stay glued to your sets to watch. NY, thank you very much once again. Always my partner in crime when it comes to setting the pace for boxing. But of course, after what we saw on Fight Night 14, there can't be a better opportunity than today when we usher in Fight Night 15.
Yeah, you know, Prince, this is all about boxing, and you know that when we talk about boxing, then the Ghana Professional Boxing League is something that has helped boxers and even coaches and the officials in the game. And you know, as you said, Fight Night 14, we had glimpses of thrilling action and moments that happened with the likes of Wasiu Mohammed trying to defend his title against a Nigerian opponent, Sadiq. That was really fierceful battle between the two boxers, but at the end of it, Wasiru showed how powerful he is. He was able to win. He was able to defeat the Nigerian boxer. I mean, all the judges gave it to Wasiru. Yeah. Alongside the gyms and even the boxers participating in their various gyms, there was one boxer in Ghana Army called Nathaniel Supe. And he fought with Aaron Tete, and even with that bout, Nathaniel Supe won it for Ghana Army. He fought with one boxer from Panix, and he won. And I mean, a few of them, and we remember that Abu Kamoko also went to the United Kingdom. He had some training sessions. He came back in Ghana here, and he fought in the name of Ghana Prisons, and he also won his bout. And you know, this is what we are searching for, and this is what we want, and that is gearing up for us to see what will happen. And don't forget, Atokwashi is still at the top there. They also won their bout in Fight Night 14, and they are looking forward to seeing that Fight Night 15. They will continue with their winning mentality. But Ghana Army is also strong at the second position there, and they are keeping tabs on Atokwashi. Coach Akainete is not going to leave it. He's not going to leave it easily for Ghana Army. And Ghana Army too, we know their entourage. They are still gunning to see if they can defend their title. So this is what makes the Ghana Boxing League very interesting, very entertaining, and the competitive nature is also beautiful to watch. Yeah,
no doubt about that, and I couldn't agree with you more. Let's go back to our screens and take a look at what the league table looks like in terms of positioning. Earlier on, we were talking about the fact that Atokwashi have made inroads, and interesting enough, 24 hours before tonight, we had a chat with Akainete, Coach Akainete of Atokwashi, and he says, Prince, there's a 5-point difference between Atokwashi and Ghana Army. He says if Ghana Army win, they will also win. And so as long as Atokwashi keeps winning and Ghana Army keeps winning, Atokwashi look poised to take that first spot. But behind them, let's go back to the table, and behind them we take a look at Ghana Prisons, who are coming in the third position on 27 points, Panics on 24, Complex 4, Palm Springs on 21, and then Fit Square seconds out follow on 19 points. That's the top part of the table. Clearly, Atokwashi and Ghana Army are going neck to neck. Let's take a look at the bottom part and see how the other clubs have also fared. There we have Akotoku on 7th position, together with Bridge and Sonia on 18 points each. Seaview and Wisdom scoring on 15 points. Discipline has 13 and Black Panthers has 12. So, with the kind of positioning on the table, NY, what does that signify? Obviously, the first two will clearly be Atokwashi and Ghana Army. We'll have to look for a difference, to separate them. 5 points difference for now. But Ghana Prison Service are in there. They want to lay claim to at least some glory this season.
Well, if you can have the table again, so the Atokwashi at the first position there, and Ghana Army at the second, Ghana Prisons there, and Panics, Complex 4 and Fit Square. One of the gems that I want to talk about is the new entrance, Complex 4, finding themselves at the fifth position there with 21 points. It's very, very, very good to see them doing that. This is their first time entering into the Professional Boxing League and finding themselves at the fifth position with 14 nights made with 21 points. It's incredible for Complex 4. We move to Panics. Panics, don't forget that Panics gym and the season 1, that was where Charles Tete hailed from. So it tells you what Panics gym can also do. They have credible and durable boxers. They find themselves at the 4th position there with 24 points. Ghana Prisons too. When we started the season 3, Ghana Prisons about 5 fight nights, then Ghana Prisons were not picking up their pieces. When you are searching for Ghana Prison, you find them at the bottom half of the table. But look where they find themselves. 14 fight nights, they are at the 3rd position. That tells you what they've done to get to that position there. So good one for Ghana Prisons too. Kudos to them. But when you look at Ghana Army, they are still keeping tabs to Atokwashi, making sure that if Atokwashi slips, they want to defend their title. But they also have some gym behind them, that is Ghana Prisons, because Ghana Prisons have 27 points, Ghana Army have 31 points. That is just about 4 points difference between Ghana Army and Ghana Prisons. And they have Atokwashi at the top there. They want to surpass Atokwashi. So Ghana Army are in some tough task. They want to surpass Atokwashi, and also they have another eye looking at the 3rd position, that is Ghana Prison. When they slack, Ghana Prison can overtake them. So it's getting interesting.
Well, it's getting interesting by the nights. Don't forget, we have just a couple of fight nights to go before we lower the curtain on this season's edition of the Bell 7-Star Professional Boxing League. We'll be taking a look at what we have for you tonight and the potentials and possibilities of the fact that the tables could turn on either of these clubs depending on how they perform. But it's all going to be happening here live tonight. And so for tonight, this is what we have for you. We've got an 8-round super middleweight contest. Joshua Lamptey and John Ashie will be in action. Then Sylvester, well, it's gone off there, so I'll probably have to refer to my list here. Joshua Lamptey will take on John Ashie in the super middleweight contest. That's 8 rounds. Then we will have a super featherweight contest between Disciplines Sylvester Doku and Bridges Joseph Sackey. Then a featherweight contest will see Atokwashi's Isaac Kakraba take on Ghana Prisons Joseph Edu. That will be a good one to watch, looking at the positioning of Atokwashi on the 1st position and Ghana Prisons on the 3rd position. We also have Ghana Army in contention this evening, and Jerry Latte will be making them proud if he can beat Pa Azu Crab of the Sea View Gym. Let's continue with the pairings, and another one comes up, a bantamweight contest featuring Akotoku Academy's Abdul Aziz Sidu. He will take on Complex 4 Isaac Aryeetey. Then we will spice it with a juvenile bout somewhere along the line, but there's also a super middleweight contest to round up tonight's action. Ebenezer Kolebe from Fit Square will take on Abdul Malik from Panix Boxing Gym. Looks like we've got a packed night tonight, NY.
Very packed night, and I have about 2 or 3 bouts that I've penciled down to see how that is going to go with the likes of Abdul Aziz Sidu fighting from Akotoku Gymnasium, taking on Aryeetey from Complex 4. These 2 boxers, they know what is at stake. They've been in the boxing game for quite a long time, and we'll see what they'll bring on board. And when you look at Ghana Army, Jerry Latte, who also representing them, it's quite been a while. I saw him entering into the ring, and I want to see what he'll bring on board. Looking at what Ghana Army wants to achieve, I'm sure Jerry Latte will be coming into this fight with a lot of firepower. We'll be facing on Pazu from Sidu, so you see how that is going to play out to be. And also, you look at Atokwashi, they have Isaac Kakraba. When we started this boxing league this season 3, he has been one of the boxers that have showed the credibility and the resilience nature of Isaac Kakraba. So I want to see how Isaac Kakraba will also fare up when he faces off Joseph Adi of Ghana Prison. So these are the 3 fights, Prince, if you ask me, I penciled down to see how this fight night 15 is going to play out to be. We have a fight, a lot of interesting bouts that we'll see for tonight. So boxing lovers, they should just stay glued to their seat, and we will produce and give them what they want.
Well, as we do every fight night here, we are ready and on standby to bring you the best of the best of the best when it comes to professional boxing. Don't forget, we're doing this with our proud sponsors, and I'll be inviting Priscilla to the microphone. We've not seen Priscilla in a while. We've not heard from her in a while, and it tells you that there are a lot more goodies going on. Don't forget, Bukom Banku Brian Makamoko is the ambassador for Bell 7 Star, and there's a lot of work going on in the background. We'll do a very quick break, and when we come back, Priscilla will be joining me here to talk about what's been going on behind the scenes for Bell 7 Star. We'll be back in a moment. More like target practice now.
Exactly, and there he goes again, and Emmanuel also tries to train with him, and there he goes down.
And then the target practice continues.
Isaac Kakraba, another right hand, and there goes down Emmanuel Ashie. Left hand land for George Akoto again, and there goes the give and take. It seems boxer with a red gloves, black trunks to match, and to jab his way through, and a left hand land for George Akoto, which wobbles Inusa. And Inusa, right hand land for George Akoto, another right hand land for George Akoto. And a give and take again, going in, left hand land for George, but right hand land for Moro Inusa. And Moro Inusa is looking for help here, going for the clinch, but George Akoto is not falling for it. Technique going on again, right hand land for George Akoto. Moro Inusa still holding on, right hand land for George Akoto again. And Moro Inusa is going for the clinch, but George, and look at Moro, wobbles there. Look at them go at each other again to establish their rhythm, and they go at each other again. Had him well there. And there goes Inusa, try flurry of punches. George, and right and left land for George, and at this point Inusa has some wobbly legs there. He's backing up the road. George capitalizing on some double combo.
All right, you're welcome back. Thank you very much for sticking and staying with us. It's getting to a crescendo. If you are coming here, then please, you are in good time, because we're just about getting ready to hand over to our birthday MC, Mohammed Amin Lamptey, and he will be ushering us through the night's event. But before we do that, let's pay close attention to what's been happening. Like I told you, behind the scenes, there are a lot of things happening with our proud sponsors, Bell 7 Star. They don't only put a smile on your face, but they ensure that from morning to evening, you are as fit as a fiddle, and you are almost always able to go about with whatever you're doing. Everybody has been enjoying Bell 7 Star. And the man who's been making a lot of noise is Bukom Banku, the ambassador for Bell 7 Star. Priscilla, thank you very much for joining us. Now let's zoom straight into it. What's been happening behind the scenes? People go to town, they hear a lot about Bell 7 Star, and then they send messages to us, finding out whether we are taking boxing out of the Bukom Boxing Arena. What's going on?
Okay, so good evening to our viewers. Well, as we have always been, Bell 7 Star, we stand for high energy and then for fueling the energies of all our boxers, all our audience and our consumers. Well, we've not taken boxing out. As you can see, we have signed on the boxing man himself, Bukom Banku, Mr. Brian Makamoko, and he's been working with us. He's joined the Bell 7 Star family for over a month now. We've been working with him on the streets. We've been to almost every corner and everywhere in Accra. His energy has been on the high level, and it's been really fun. The audience love him, our consumers love him, and it's been great so far. I mean, you can see from our screens that we've had a really, really good time. And yeah, this is what Bell 7 Star is about, fueling the energies of people and also helping the youth bring out all the energies they can bring out. Yeah, and so it's been great so far. Yeah.
And I can see on the faces of those who are on the streets, you know, everybody wants to have a glimpse of Bukom Banku. Everybody wants to take a picture with Bukom Banku. And of course, the way he goes about his ambassadorial role in his IGP top, and he's looking very, very fit as well as you go through. What kind of response have you witnessed?
The response has been amazing. It's been really, really amazing. You know, Bukom is a man of the people. Especially here in Accra, he's loved by everyone because he's contributed really a great deal to the sport, and he's one of the great people. If when it comes to boxing, we are mentioning names, Bukom comes as one of the great people in this sport, and so the response has been great. I mean, sometimes you go to a location and then they wish you would stay there forever because they love his energy and they love all the things that he's been doing on the streets, and it's been amazing. It's been great so far. I mean, the response has been amazing. I don't even know which word to use, but it's been amazing. It's been fun, and then thankfully the brand has taken shape already.
Brand has taken shape, and that's good news.
Yes.
That's what we want to hear. But I noticed, or correct me if I'm wrong, has he been only has his ambassadorial role been only centered in Accra? What about the other areas?
Okay, so it's not only centered in Accra. I mean, the brand is for everyone, and so we will be going to other locations. We have done for Accra. Even Accra, we are not done. We are still rolling out and going to other places. But we'll also be seeing Bukom in Kweu this year. So please, if you have not packed, kindly pack your bags because we are going to Kweu this coming month, in April. He's coming to Kweu. So let's watch out because we are going to fuel energies. We are going to have fun. We are going to learn a lot. I mean, it's our culture, and so when it comes to culture, we need to respect it. And so we are going there for festivity reasons, for enjoyment, and also to learn about all the things happening around Kweu.
Well, that should be good enough. And so for those of you who have missed the train, don't miss it this time, because from Accra, we're heading straight to the mountains. We want to be part of the Kweu Fest, as it is known. And of course, Bell 7 Star will be there to keep you energized from morning till morning till morning. And so there's a lot to expect from there. Priscilla, thank you very much. And we will be getting into the groove in just a second. I'm just trying to see if I can catch a glimpse of the birthday boy who is sitting on the other side of the ring. Mohammed Amin Lamptey celebrated his birthday 2 days ago. He's a major ring announcer when it comes to boxing. And we say a very happy birthday to Mohammed Amin Lamptey. We wish him all the best in his endeavors. There you have him on screen. And that is the birthday man we're talking about. But it's now time to head for our quick commercial break. And so when we come back, the cameras will all be set for our ring announcer, Mohammed Amin Lamptey, to take us through Fight Night 15. Do stay with us. Fight nights to go, and then we will be lowering the curtain on season 3. What a season it has been. It's been full of enterprising schemes from some of these young boxers. Plus, of course, we've seen a glimpse of what the future would look like. Once again, thank you very much for joining us. And for those of you who may not be around your TV sets, don't worry. You can follow the action on YouTube at Max Ghana, Max TV Ghana, and then on Facebook at Max TV. We are also live on Star Times at Depart Channel 247. Don't forget, this is brought to you by the kind promotion of IMAX. It's brought to you by the kind courtesy, I beg your pardon, of IMAX Boxing Promotions, and sponsored by Bell 7-Star Energy Drink, Techno Camon 40, Max by Renault Ghana, and Cynics Electronics. So with that out of the way, let's get straight into the details. We'll also bring you up to speed with a running schedule that we have for you tonight. There's some interesting bouts that you need to stay glued to your sets to watch. NY, thank you very much once again. Always my partner in crime when it comes to setting the pace for boxing. But of course, after what we saw on Fight Night 14, there can't be a better opportunity than today when we usher in Fight Night 15.
Yeah, you know, Prince, this is all about boxing, and you know that when we talk about boxing, then the Ghana Professional Boxing League is something that has helped boxers and even coaches and officials in the game. And you know, as you said, Fight Night 14, we had glimpses of thrilling action and moments that happened with the likes of Wasiu Mohammed trying to defend his title against a Nigerian opponent, Sadiq. That was really fierceful battle between the two boxers, but at the end of it, Wasiru showed how powerful he is. He was able to win. He was able to defeat the Nigerian boxer. I mean, all the judges gave it to Wasiru. Alongside the gyms and even the boxers participating in their various gyms, there was one boxer in Ghana Army called Nathaniel Supe, and he fought with Aaron Tete, and even with that bout, Nathaniel Supe won it for Ghana Army. He fought with one boxer from Panix, and he won. And I mean, a few of them, and we remember that Abu Kamoko also went to the United Kingdom. He had some training sessions. He came back in Ghana here, and he fought in the name of Ghana Prisons, and he also won his bout. And you know, this is what we are searching for, and this is what we want, and that is gearing up for us to see what will happen. And don't forget, Atokwashi is still at the top there. They also won their bout in Fight Night 14, and they are looking forward to seeing that Fight Night 15. They will continue with their winning mentality. But Ghana Army is also strong at the second position there, and they are keeping tabs on Atokwashi. Coach Akainete is not going to leave it. He's not going to leave it easily for Ghana Army. And Ghana Army too, we know their entourage. They are still gunning to see if they can defend their title. So this is what makes the Ghana Boxing League very interesting, very entertaining, and the competitive nature is also beautiful to watch. Yeah,
no doubt about that, and I couldn't agree with you more. Let's go back to our screens and take a look at what the league table looks like in terms of positioning. Earlier on, we were talking about the fact that Atokwashi have made inroads, and interesting enough, 24 hours before tonight, we had a chat with Akainete, Coach Akainete of Atokwashi, and he says, Prince, there's a 5-point difference between Atokwashi and Ghana Army. He says if Ghana Army win, they will also win. And so as long as Atokwashi keeps winning and Ghana Army keeps winning, Atokwashi look poised to take that first spot. But behind them, let's go back to the table, and behind them we take a look at Ghana Prisons, who are coming in the third position on 27 points, Panix on 24, Complex 4, Palm Springs on 21, and then Fit Square seconds out follow on 19 points. That's the top part of the table. Clearly, Atokwashi and Ghana Army are going neck to neck. Let's take a look at the bottom part and see how the other clubs have also fared. There we have Akotoku on 7th position, together with Bridge and Sonia on 18 points each. Seaview and Wisdom scoring on 15 points. Discipline has 13 and Black Panthers has 12. So with the kind of positioning on the table, NY, what does that signify? Obviously, the first two will clearly be Atokwashi and Ghana Army. We'll have to look for a difference, to separate them. 5 points difference for now. But Ghana Prison Service are in there. They want to lay claim to at least some glory this season.
Well, if you can have the table again, so the Atokwashi at the first position there, and Ghana Army at the second, Ghana Prisons there, and the Panex Complex 4 in Fifth Square. One of the gyms that I want to talk about is the new entrance, Complex 4, finding themselves at the fifth position there with 21 points. It's very, very, very good to see them doing that. This is their first time entering into the Professional Boxing League and finding themselves at the fifth position with 14 nights made with 21 points. It's incredible for Complex 4. We move to Panex. Panex, don't forget that Panex gym and the season 1, that was where Charles Tete hailed from. So it tells you what Panex gym can also do. They have credible and durable boxers. They find themselves at the fourth position there with 24 points. Ghana Prisons too. When we started the season 3, Ghana Prisons about 5 fight nights, then Ghana Prisons were not picking up their pieces. When you are searching for Ghana Prison, you find them at the bottom half of the table. But look where they find themselves. 14 fight nights, they are at the third position. That tells you what they've done to get to that position there. So good one for Ghana Prisons too. Kudos to them. But when you look at Ghana Army, they are still keeping tabs to Atokwashi, making sure that if Atokwashi slips, they want to defend their title. But they also have some gym behind them, that is Ghana Prisons, because Ghana Prisons have 27 points, Ghana Army have 31 points. That is just about 4 points difference between Ghana Army and Ghana Prisons. And they have Atokwashi at the top there. They want to surpass Atokwashi. So Ghana Army are in some tough task. They want to surpass Atokwashi, and also they have another eye looking at the third position, that is Ghana Prison. When they slack, Ghana Prison can overtake them. So it's getting interesting.
Well, it's getting interesting by the nights. Don't forget, we have just a couple of fight nights to go before we lower the curtain on this season's edition of the Bell 7-Star Professional Boxing League. We'll be taking a look at what we have for you tonight and the potentials and possibilities of the fact that the tables could turn on either of these clubs depending on how they perform. But it's all going to be happening here live tonight. And so for tonight, this is what we have for you. We've got an 8-round super middleweight contest. Joshua Lamptey and John Ashie will be in action. Then Sylvester, well, it's gone off there, so I'll probably have to refer to my list here. Joshua Lamptey will take on John Ashie in the super middleweight contest. That's 8 rounds. Then we will have a super featherweight contest between Disciplines Sylvester Doku and Bridges Joseph Sackey. Then a featherweight contest will see Atokwashi's Isaac Kakraba take on Ghana Prisons Joseph Edu. That will be a good one to watch, looking at the positioning of Atokwashi on the first position and Ghana Prisons on the third position. We also have Ghana Army in contention this evening, and Jerry Latte will be making them proud if he can beat Pa Azu Crab of the Sea View Gym. Let's continue with the pairings, and another one comes up, a bantamweight contest featuring Akotoku Academy's Abdul Aziz Sidu. He will take on Complex 4 Isaac Aryeetey. Then we will spice it with a juvenile bout somewhere along the line, but there's also a super middleweight contest to round up tonight's action. Ebenezer Kolebe from Fifth Square will take on Abdul Malik from Panex Boxing Gym. Looks like we've got a packed night tonight, NY.
Very packed night, and I have about 2 or 3 bouts that I've penciled down to see how that is going to go with the likes of Abdul Aziz Seidu fighting from Akotoku Gymnasium, taking on Isaac Aryeetey from Complex 4. These two boxers, they know what is at stake. They've been in the boxing game for quite a long time, and we'll see what they'll bring on board. And when you look at Ghana Army, Jerry Latte, who also representing them, it's quite been a while. I saw him entering into the ring, and I want to see what he'll bring on board. Looking at what Ghana Army wants to achieve, I'm sure Jerry Latte will be coming into this fight with a lot of firepower. We'll be facing on Pazu from Seaview So you see how that is going to play out to be. And also, you look at Atokwashi. They have Isaac Kakraba. When we started this.
We are live on Max TV. It is the best TV station when it comes to sports, entertainment, and more. Today we have almost about 7 exciting bouts for you tonight. And I can tell you that this night has been sanctioned and approved by Ghana Boxing Authority, and IMAX Boxing Promotion is the sponsor. And as we all know, the 7-star professional boxing league is the boxing league everybody is talking about. But today, we have a special guest. That special guest, she is a mother, a beautiful woman. She's coming from the country that really, when it comes to boxing, they have really produced countless professional boxers who have ruled the world, who have really done a yeoman's job to make sure that professional boxing league becomes something to talk about. Her Excellency Norman Ang, she's the Mexican ambassador to Ghana. She's here with us, and very soon my colleague, my friend Prince Annan, would have to take her through some very, very exclusive interview before we continue with our live coverage of tonight's night number 15 of the Professional Boxing League. Prince Annan is more than ready, but before I go to Prince Annan, the first bout of the evening is going to be a super middleweight contest over 8 rounds between Joshua Lamptey and John Ashie. It is going to be a very interesting bout, and the 3 judges are Richard Ameve, Michael Ado Ej Fati, and T.A. Brown. And the man in the center of this fight is Daniel Ablemete. So I know Prince Annan is ready. Prince, good evening. Good evening to you, Prince Annan.
Good evening. Good evening, birthday boy.
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
You are very, very fortunate to have Her Excellency, the Mexican ambassador to Ghana. She's right here at the Bukom Boxing Arena. Now the ball is in your court.
Thank you very much.
Take it over from me.
Well, viewers, thank you very much for joining us. We're still here with you at the Bukom Boxing Arena, but guess what? Boxing made a name especially for Ghana when we had the opportunity to get tough opponents. The best opponents that world champions from Ghana have fought have come from Mexico. It tells you they have a very rich tradition when it comes to sports, but they are also cultural friendly. They are also tourism friendly. Tonight, we are blessed to have Her Excellency, the Mexican ambassador to Ghana, joining us here, passing through the Bukom Boxing Arena. She'll tell us why she's here, plus, of course, what this means for both countries. First of all, Your Excellency, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for having me here. I'm really excited to be here. It is my first time in this arena, so thank you to the president. And I think that sports is always something that unites people in our country. So I'm glad that I'm here because boxing is very popular in Mexico as well as here in Ghana.
It is. Well, thank you very much, and thank you for giving us the opportunity. But first of all, tell us, I'm sure that boxing forms part of why your visitation, but what really brought you here? What project are you working on now?
Yes, well, I would like to find many ways to start a close collaboration with a boxing association here in Ghana, and we're looking, since the point of view of cultural issues, maybe some exchange of an exhibition of photographs of boxing, Mexican boxing, and we will be looking if we can make an exchange programs of some Ghanaians could go to Mexico and Mexicans could come as well. Both countries, we have a very good traditions and we are very good in this sport. Yeah.
When you talk about boxing and you talk about Mexico, a lot of names come up. Like I said, most of our world champions from Ghana have fought some very tough boxers from Mexico, and that really made them the worthy champions that they are. But I'm sure that this collaboration will also benefit both countries. Like you said, Ghanaian boxers will have the opportunity to go out there to Mexico and they will be reciprocated. Mexicans can also come here. We share a lot of things in common when it comes to sports. Not only boxing, but now Mexico is also opening up its doors to the rest of the world for the next FIFA World Cup. How does Mexico feel?
Yeah, well, we are very happy because, as you said, football is another sport in which Mexicans will like so much. We're gonna co-host the World Cup with U.S. and Canada, and I want to take the advantage, in order to invite all the people who can travel to Mexico. In Mexico will be the inauguration of the World Cup and some other important matches. So I hope that the Ghanaian team could play in Mexico.
We hope so too.
Yeah.
We hope so too. We will all be keeping our fingers crossed to see Ghana and Mexico in the final, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. Why not? You never know. We are in times that everything could happen. Yeah, sure.
But what I can say is that on behalf of my TV station, Max TV, on behalf of every Ghanaian here, plus of course the president of the Boxing Federation and friends of boxing, we pray that this project of yours comes to light. It sees the light of the day. We are ready here in Ghana to collaborate with our brothers and sisters from Mexico in any way possible, because collaboration is key. Once you're here, I am sure that we can only pray for the success. And I wish you well in everything that you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind words and for the warm welcome that have been tonight. And yes, I'm sure that when I leave, our countries will be closer together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.
Well, you've just witnessed an exclusive interview between Prince Annan, our leading commentator, and the host of the program, and Excellency, the Mexican ambassador to Ghana. We thank her for coming. We appreciate the presence here. So wherever you are, you're live on Max TV. Today is Saturday, 29th of March 2025, week number 15 of the Girls 7-Star Professional Boxing League. We are ready with the first bout of the evening, and this is going to be a super middleweight contest over 8 rounds. The two boxers are Joshua Lamptey is going to fight from the red corner, and John Ashie is going to fight from the blue corner. Now the three judges are Judge 1, Richard Amavi, Judge 2, Michael Adofachi, and Judge 3, T.A. Brown. So if the boxers are ready, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome from the blue corner, John Ashie. The ring, John Ashie from the blue corner. Now let's welcome from the red corner, Joshua Lamptey. Well, viewers, wherever you are, you're welcome back. We come your way live from the Bukom Boxing Arena, and this is the heartbeat of Ghana boxing. You're live on Max TV, and today is a beautiful day because we have a special guest in our midst. Quickly, let me go through the officials from the Ghana Boxing Authority perspective. The GBA President, the indefatigable Abraham Kote-Nikwe, is here in attendance in sitting closer to Excellency, the Mexican Ambassador to Ghana. Clerk of Skill tonight, Shadrach Akwe. Technical Director, Shadrach Akwe. Bellman, Edward Addo. And Ringside Physician, Edward Asante, as usual. He will be supported by national officers who have done a lot for us when it comes to ambulance. They are here with us. SAEMT, Yakubu Alate. PEMT, Herin Norte. SEMT, Lydia Marins, and EMT, Hereford Wiafe. They will be supported by our ringside physician, Edward Asante. Master scorecard keeper tonight, Shadrach Akwe. The match commissioner, Alhaji Murtala Tawfiq. And the matchmakers tonight, Mubarak Yusuf Nano, Lord Stephen Amehe. Sanctioned and approved by Ghana Boxing Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready with the first bout of the evening by the Ken courtesy of Bell 7-Star, producers of 7-Star Energy Drink, Premium Motors, sole agent and distributors of Renault Cars in Ghana, Soccerbet, Techno Mobile, Max Buy, and IMAX Electronics. And this is the first bout of the evening, night number 15. It is going to be a supple middleweight contest over 8 rounds. The 3 judges are Richard Amevi, Michael Adoeje Fache, and T.A. Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing the boxer fighting from the blue corner, and this evening is wearing blue and white trunks, black shoe, red gloves to match. He came to the ring with a weight of 168.2 pounds. This is the boxer with official record of 7 fights, no victory, 7 defeats. Presenting to you the boxer, John Ashie. Now crossing over to the red corner, and this is another boxer who is making his debut today, and this is the boxer who came to the ring with a weight of 168 pounds, and this is the man who is making his debut as a professional boxer. Presenting to you, ladies and gentlemen, from the red corner, sweated in the black trunks, black shoe, red gloves to match. This is the boxer, Joshua Lamptey. And the referee is Daniel Ablomete.
Good evening, guys.
Well, this is going to be the fight to begin. Bill of fight night we have, and already one boxer showing us some glimpses of earthquake moments we are about to witness, particularly from John Ashie, Prince, and that's the man, John Ashie there, and he's showing us something that unless we see the bell or hear the bell, Joshua.
Round 1.
So there we start off super middleweight contest. Scheduled for 8 rounds. Joshua Lamptey is the boxer in the black and white trunks, whereas John Ashie, heavier of the two, the boxer in the blue and white trunks. And let's see, this is how they start off, fundamental nature, and John trying to stick in some jab there from John, and trying to show some slick move there, but Joshua Lamptey also trying to close the gap on John. And John, wild miss there from John, and Joshua also want to capitalize, but didn't really get him. And the fans here have already nicknamed John Ashie Biggie Biggie. They are urging him on, telling him no shaking. John Ashie, you should go on. And then he gets in with some double combination, but lack power there. Here comes Joshua. Joshua tries to get in. But John Ashie also keeping closely contact there with his opponent. And there goes Joshua Lamptey trying to search in with those punch. And John Ashie, why did he do that with a rabbit punch there from John Ashie and referee Daniel Ablomote cautions John. The fight resumes. Joshua trying to search the body of John, but there they go again and trying to dig the body, and good upstairs job there from John. John has a way of using the jab. Time Joshua is coming in to blind his vision, but Joshua, when you look at the two, he looks shredded among the two. And let's see if when they try and go at each other, mostly John trying to show some slick movement there, but Joshua also watching him closely there. This Joshua, who is trying to create an angle to land a clean punch there. He tries one, but John is reading him. The referee steps in and tells Joshua to keep it up. And there goes Joshua trying to get in with some flurry of punches there, but John swiftly turns and he catches Joshua at the corner there, but he also goes in for the clinch. You can see John breathing so heavily there to end the round there. This is John Ashie and Joshua Lamptey.
Round 1 just gone by, NY, and my only prayer is that we will see round 8. Both boxers started eagerly. Joshua getting his loins in the professional ranks. And John Ashie we have seen in the ring once or twice. Was not able to complete those fights, but he definitely shows that he's eager to have a go at it. And in the corner of Joshua Lamptey is the former Commonwealth champion. And hoping that he's going to learn a lot from the technical director.
Round 2.
Here we go, round number 2. This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds. It's a super middleweight contest.
Here we go. The second round of this bout between John Ashie and Joshua Lamptey, and both boxers start off good here. And there goes Joshua and John trying to use that jab there on Joshua. Trying to have some slick movement there from John Ashie. Wild miss there from John. Joshua also very, very, very intact there. And that is a punch that went through for Joshua.
2.
And John had no other option but to go down there. And John might have a problem with his foot, his leg. And oh my word, oh no. John can't continue. Complains of his knee. But Prince, this is John Ashie who started strong there, and this round. But I don't know how Joshua Lamptey was able to manage to get that punch getting through. Some will say that it was as a result of a loss of balance from John, but Joshua also knew what he was doing because he felt John was trying to dominate him with a jab, but he needs to just go in with that rugged nature. And let's see here, look at John and Joshua trying to trade at each other here. And look, John doing good there with that jab there. He knows how to set in, but so it was not a punch that sent him down. He was trying to track back, but he lost his balance there.
I guess he missed a step there going back there.
Yeah.
You know, and then he went down. I'm not too sure whether he twisted his ankle in the process, but you realize that he was limping on that dragging leg of his. And I'm sure that did him in.
Wherever you are watching us, we are live from the Boxing Arena. Today is week 15 of the ongoing Bell 7-Star Professional Boxing League here in Ghana by the courtesy of IMAX Boxing Promotions and Ghana Boxing Authority. We want to thank our sponsors, Bell 7-Star. They are the producers of 7-Star Energy Drink, Premium Motors, sole agent and distributors of Renault Cars in Ghana, Soccerbet, Technomobile, MaxBuy, and IMAX Electronics. We are grateful. Now we have the verdicts for the first bout of the evening in round number 2 by a technical knockout, 48 seconds, presented to you, the winner from the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Joshua Lamptey. Great show. So, Joshua, tete.
Ofana yo jigba.
If I can mishe.
O ina mishe.
Ona mishe, I can mean wesa no na mishe.
O ina mishe agashi. I train hard. I work hard. Ni if you ready, agashi mateni. Ni mene bine. Beeshe. Ni mateni. Ni bano. Ni mofia mona. Agashi. Impo mode. No mene bine ni dmobia. Noni kwa mida yoashi. Ake kweno kwa shi mene bine. She je mi wale. She yo wale na get mobia. No mida yoashi.
Obi ana gbe na ngene na mini dini esa no gekwa hin ka ha bu. Oba no ekunlo.
Obi anele sanima train wa leche. Ake ni iwi ndene sanima me ma prepare kan in next fight. No if you're ready. If you're ready come on fiamu.
Majobo.
Thank you.
Shall we put hands together for Lamptey? He's trying to encourage himself and believe in himself and believe that he needs to get back to the gym to reactivate himself and make sure that he'll live up to the billing. So we are now ready for the second bout of the night number 15, wherever you are. We want to say congratulations to all Muslims. Information reaching us indicates that the crescent has been sighted in Saudi Arabia and many countries, so Muslims will not fast tomorrow. Some of them would have to go and then observe the Eid tomorrow. Some would observe the Eid on Monday. So we are dedicating tonight to all Muslims across the board, especially those who are within the boxing fraternity. So we are ready with the second bout of the evening, and this is going to be a super featherweight contest over 6 rounds from the Discipline Boxing Gymnasium. We're going to have at the red corner, Sylvester Doku, and at the blue corner from the Bridge Boxing Gymnasium, we're going to have Joseph Sackey. So the 3 judges are Daniel Ablomete, and then we also have T.A. Brown, and then Michael Ado-Eje Fati is going to be the second judge. So if the boxers are ready, and the referee in the center of this fight is Richard Amevi, if they are ready, let's welcome the boxer from the blue corner, Joseph Sackey.
Now let's have the second fight. We saw the first one, and then prematurely Joshua Lamptey having a technical knockout in round 2 over his opponent John Ashie in the super middleweight. But we now have the next one, which is going to be a super featherweight contest scheduled for 6 rounds. Sylvester Doku taking on Joseph Sackey.
From the blue corner, Joseph Sackey. Now let's welcome from the red corner, Sylvester Doku.
Joseph Sackey from the Bridge Gymnasium already in the ring. And he is the man on your shot there, Joseph Sackey. And he's waiting for his opponent from the Discipline Gym, Sylvester Doku. Super featherweight division is full of finesse, power, and great nature. And we are hoping to see these attributes from these two boxers as they clash for a 6-rounder in the super featherweight contest. Sylvester Doku and Joseph Sackey.
Well, we are ready for the next bout of the evening. To your information, we have a very, very important personality in our midst. When it comes to boxing in the world, Mexico is one country that has really, really done a great job, and we have countless of professional boxers who have raised the flag of professional boxing in the world. Excellency, the Mexican ambassador to Ghana, Excellency Norman Ang, she's here with us. She's enjoying her time here, watching us live from the Bukum Boxing Arena. Today is a blend of Ghana and Mexico. So let's get ready with the second bout of the evening. This is a super featherweight contest over 6 rounds. The 3 judges are Daniel Ablomete, Sule Issa, T.A. Brown, and Michael Ejefate. So we are ready to introduce the boxer fighting now from the red corner. And this evening is wearing blue and white trunks, black shoe, and red gloves to match. This is the boxer who came to the ring with a weight of 128.3 pounds, with an official record of 4 fights, no victory, no draw, 4 defeats, presenting to you from the Disciplined Boxing Gymnasium here in Accra, Sylvester Doku. Now crossing over to the blue corner, and this is one of the finest boxers in recent time. And this is the boxer coming from the Bridge Boxing Gymnasium, also here in Accra. He came to the ring with a weight of 121 pounds and with official record of 6 fights, just 1 defeat, 5 victories, and all the victories came by way of knockout. Presenting to you from the Bridge Boxing Gymnasium, Joseph Sackey, and the referee is Richard Amevi.
Viewers, thank you for sticking and staying with us. We're getting ready for bout number 2 of the evening. It's going to be a super featherweight contest. And this is scheduled over 6 rounds.
You stop. Let's say break, you break.
Richard Amevi will take them through the last set of instructions. And all is just about set to go. Discipline Boxing Gym versus the Bridge Boxing Gym. Let's see what these two boxers are made of. Sylvester Doku is representing Discipline, and Joseph Sackey.
Round 1.
Representing the Bridge.
Here we go, Sylvester Doku and Joseph Sackey. And Sylvester Doku is the boxer. As I told you earlier on, super featherweight division is full of finesse, speed, power punches, and the great nature. Those are the attributes you see in the super feather and featherweight division. And look at how these two boxers have decided to start strong here in the first round. Look at that leg check there from Joseph Sackey, and he seems to be having some power in his punches there, trying to clip those double punches there, but the third one missed. Sylvester Doku fighting from the Discipline Gymnasium. So trying to get in with that flurry nature there, and Sylvester Doku, a referee Richard Amevi, have to have word to both boxers. They have to fight clean. And it's going to be a very, very good contest between these two boxers. Joseph Sackey, Sylvester Doku. Sylvester Doku trying to get in some flurry, catching Sackey backing up the ropes there, and good left clip there from Sylvester, and Sylvester gets in, but it is Joseph who is trying to get in. And Sylvester also complaining of an elbow from Joseph. So Sylvester Doku is the boxer, and the black socks with the black blue. Whereas Joseph Sackey fighting from the Bridge Gymnasium. He's the boxer in the white boots, and there they go at each other again, and it is Joseph Sackey who is unleashing, but Sylvester Doku complaining to the referee that it's a head clash there, and Sylvester Doku just signals to the referee that he can't continue. He complains to the referee that it might be as a head clash there, and but this should have been a very entertaining and competitive. Look at that left punch there from Joseph Sackey on Sylvester Doku. Look at them. It seems Joseph understand the assignment there, and at this point it was Sylvester also that had that left punch there on Joseph, but okay, so that is where I see where Sylvester Doku was complaining to the referee. Let's take a look again here. Try to get in. That was the head clash there, and that opened the cuts there on Sylvester Doku. Spot on there. And let's take a look here. Look, as he chose the left, Joseph also gets in with that head there, and that was the head clash there. But Joseph didn't mind. He just went on unleashing on his opponent.
Well, viewers, you're still watching this live from the Bukom Boxing Arena. A while ago, we all watched this, what happened with the fight number 1, and this is fight number 2. A super featherweight contest over 6 rounds, and the fight ended prematurely. So we have the verdicts. Ladies and gentlemen, we also saw what happened in round number 1, 2 minutes 17 seconds by a technical knockout. Presenting to you the winner, the boxer who fought from the blue corner, from the Bridge Boxing Gymnasium, Joseph Sackey. Joseph, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Bien, no money tonalité.
Opponente minage a good mo she
Miniba.
no go feel ni get chole.
Headbutt in a low punch.
Enfin no inaga intolete again. No le beni
You are actually in a low ichuni. Actually, very well. So I was just trying to find out from you whether it was accidental headbutting, but he indicated that it was a punch that he landed that actually brought about, the catch. So it will be an no to feel or
me feel good.
It will feel good. I can be an almost about 7 fights, just 1 defeat. It will be an Ghana no montano kalano.
Then mita Moses Ajay.
Moses Ajay, Obanyele.
Ovane enye mikla.
Inyabokla Moses Ajay.
No be anye chebenga goni. Imi mitongelano.
Otano kalano. Okay, let me thank you for coming. Stay blessed. Okay, that was Joseph Sackey. He won the fight prematurely, and his opponent just had a cut. He believed that it was coming from the hefty punch he landed, but some people think that it could be an accidental headbutting. It's part of boxing. So let's get ready for the next bout of the evening, featherweight contest over 8 rounds. We have a boxer coming from the Atokwashi boxing stable, Isaac Kakraba. Is going to lock horns against Joseph Edu of the Ghana Prison Service Boxing Gymnasium. So we are ready for this bout. The 3 judges are Judge 1, Richard Amevi, Judge 2, Michael Ado-Ejay Fachi, and T.A. Brown is judge number 3. So the boxers are Isaac Kakraba and Joseph Edu, and the referee is Daniel Ablomete. So if the boxers are ready, from the blue corner, Ghana Prisons Service Boxing Gymnasium, let's welcome Joseph Edu.
All are gearing up for the third bout for this evening. It's also always around the featherweight division, where we are going to see Ghana Prison's Joseph Edu takes on Isaac Kakraba from Atokwashi. First making in the ring is Joseph Edu.
So we have Joseph Edu from the blue corner. Join us in the ring right about now from the red corner, Isaac Kakraba.
So Joseph Edu is in the ring, and here comes Isaac Kakraba from Atokwashi. And at official weighing, we heard from Coach Akai Nete saying that the way we see the standings, that is how it's going to be till we end this season's professional boxing league. But he has one hurdle in front of him. As boxer Isaac Kakraba takes on Joseph Edu from the Ghana Prisons. Featherweight contest. Gonna see how that's gonna play out to be. Obviously, Isaac Kakraba has showed us that he's a durable, incredible fighter.
Well, viewers, very, very exciting today, and we are now breezing up for bout number 3 featherweight contest over 8 rounds. When it comes to featherweight, all we can remember is the one and only professor of African and Ghana boxing, Professor Zum Zum Azumanyosen. It was the featherweight title that he handled for 10 solid years, undefeated, before he moved to super featherweight. So anytime we're going to get into featherweight boxing, we need to remember the one and only Professor Zum Zum Azumanyosen of Ghana and Africa. We are ready with this bout, and the judges are Judge 1, Richard Amavi, Judge 2, we have Ajay Fati, and Judge 3, J. Brown. Now, introducing the boxer fighting now from the blue corner. He looks very calm, cool, and collected. He got into the ring with a blue trunks, red shoe, and red gloves to match. This is the boxer with a weight of 129 pounds from the Ghana President's Boxing Gymnasium with official record of 8 fights, 5 victories, 2 defeats, and 1 draw. Presenting to you the boxer, Joseph Edu. Now crossing over to the red corner is one of the finest boxers who has been discovered over the past years. Is living up to the billing, and tonight from the Atokwashi Boxing Gymnasium, he came to the ring with a weight of 129.9 pounds, and this is the boxer with an official record of 6 fights, no defeats, no draw, 6 victories, 4 of the victories came by way of knockout. Presenting to you the boxer from the Atokwashi Boxing Gymnasium, Isaac Kakraba. And the man in the center of this fight is Daniel Ablomete.
Good evening, guys. You know the rules. Don't use don't ignore the belt. Fight at them, fight clean. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Committee takes them through the last set of instructions, and we are good to go. It's a featherweight contest scheduled for 8 rounds between Atokwashi's Isaac Kakraba and Ghana Prison's Joseph Edu. Isaac Kakraba has been in the news, and for very good reason too. One of the fine boxers we have on the local scene, as Mohammed Lamptey said, sure he's set and ready to show us his finesse in the boxing ring. Here we go, round number 1. Atokwashi, don't forget, are leading the standings on the Bell 7-Star Professional League table. 5 clear points of Ghana Army. Ghana Army are trying to play catch-up. But Coach Akai Nete one of the seasoned boxers we have on the local scene, has already told us that, Prince, Army loses, we win. Army win, we win. The coast is clear for the unviable Reynald Logan to go to Atokwashi. It's all up to Isaac Kakraba to show us exactly what he's made of. And he's also showed a lot of consistency, Isaac Kakraba. I understand that one of his hardcore points is the fact that he loves to stay in the gym to train. I guess that would make up for how well shredded he looks like tonight. And also don't forget that the featherweight category is where we have most of Ghana's finest. So we can clearly say, without mincing words, that this is a battle between first position and third position on the log. And Joseph Edu showing a lot of enthusiasm, bouncing around in the ring. I'm not too sure if that is what he can sustain in his effort to keep Kakraba at bay. Clearly the fans are showing support behind Kakraba. The jabs don't match up with consistency from Edu. But for his opponent, he's clearly looking for that target. Caught him on the chin there, but Edu stays on his feet. One of the very cunning boxers we have in the featherweights, Kakraba. Like his coach, Aryeetey, will say, and that's a good exchange. Keeping the jabs coming through. Lots of swerves, body swerve from Edu. But Edu seems to be tiring out. It's clearly a day at the practice gym for Kakraba so far. He's showed absolute consistency and clearly is in charge.
One from both boxers. First round, Kakraba and Sackey. Kakraba and Edu. And this is where Kakraba tried to stamp his authority on Edu, but Edu stood tall there. And one thing I've noticed from Edu is his resilience, nature, and always trying as much as possible to do some good head movement. Joseph Edu, man on your shot there. And he is fighting from the Ghana prisons, and you can see the Ghana prisons trainer there telling him what to do in the next round. But this is Isaac Kakraba from the Atokwashi Gymnasium, and this is an 8-rounder featherweight contest between the first gym and the third gym. Joseph Edu from Ghana prisons, Isaac Kakraba Atokwashi. And Joseph Edu is the boxer in the blue and white trunks, whereas Isaac Kakraba is the boxer in the white and black trunks. And it is Joseph Edu who has started to send in some flurry of punches there, but it is Isaac who this time around trying to keep it cool, 1-2 nature of combination. And there Isaac Kakraba tried to let his hands go there, but Joseph also keeping it intact there, blocking some of the punches there. And that was a leg punch there from Isaac Kakraba, snapped the head of Joseph Edu. He felt that power from Isaac Kakraba, and he just had to get in for the clinch there, but still going for the inside fight between these two boxers. Right punch there from Isaac Kakraba, and Joseph also trying to do some flurry of punches. But Isaac and Joseph leaning on the ropes there. Now it's Isaac Kakraba who is chasing Joseph Edu. And Joseph Edu trying to fight from the back foot there, but Isaac Kakraba trying to match his opponent down there. And Joseph Edu have a way of frustrating his opponent, but there goes Isaac Kakraba catching Joseph Edu, backing up the ropes there. The leg punch there from Isaac Kakraba. Joseph Edu also tries a flurry of punches there, but Isaac reading him well. Joseph trying to use the jab to blind Isaac Kakraba's vision, but he goes in for the clinch. And, there goes Isaac Kakraba throwing some punches there. And you could see when two boxers throw their punch, you could see that one has a lot of power and the other lack power. Obviously, Joseph Edu's punches lacked a bit of venom, but Isaac Kakraba's punches, when you see unleashing on Joseph, you can feel the sound of that power. Isaac Kakraba knows what is at stake as he's hailing from the Atokwashi Gymnasium. He knows one slip can cost them, and he needs to mark what his coach Aryeetey have already said just 24 hours ago. Joseph trying to get in with some flurry there, but good head movement there from Isaac this time around to end the second round between Joseph Edu and Isaac Kakraba. Well, someone might say that they are yet to see the dominance nature of Isaac Kakraba, but it is because Joseph Edu is not making it easy for him. Joseph Edu is quite tricky. Does not stand at one place for you to punch him. He likes to move. And look at that leg punch there from Isaac Kakraba. That caught the attention of Joseph. He noticed that power, and he just had to regain his position there to get his defensive duties on check. Oh, we're gonna see how the couple of rounds is gonna go. I can see both boxers are already up on their feet, and
Seconds out. Round 3.
Anyway, I think stamina-wise, definitely Kakraba starts as favorite. Now, since the round began, he's not used his stool. He's not sat.
wow.
He stood throughout.
Wow.
You know, which tells you that he still wants to keep the momentum as it is, so that he continues the onslaught on his opponent. Now, that is where I fear Edu will come into trouble, because there you see he's trying to open up, he's trying to unleash. Edu keeps moving around, and clearly his legs will not show a lot of stability in terms of standing toe-to-toe with his opponent. He tries to go toe-to-toe against Kakraba, but you realize that Kakraba is very selective. He keeps his guard up, waits for the opening, and then hits him there.
Yeah.
Calculated fight by Kakraba, and he seems to be clearly on top of his game.
That is the attribute of Isaac Kakraba. Very calculated boxer. Does not want to waste his punches. He's facing Joseph Edu. Joseph Edu, who is always trying to move, not standing in one place there. Isaac Kakraba, who tries some combinations on Edu. Edu just get in for the clinch. And Prince, as you said, you can see that Joseph Edu losing some steam there, and stamina-wise, it's going to be questionable for Joseph Edu. And it's Isaac Kakraba, who has also started to move with Joseph, trying to do a lot of the defensive duties there. Both boxers clipping each other. As Isaac Kakraba trying to move and punch, move and punch. And he's just doing the same style Joseph Edu did in the first round there. And let's see how Joseph is also going to retaliate there. And at the goal, Isaac senses something from Joseph Edu. Joseph might be in some trouble there as the boot went in. But look, Joseph Edu goes in for the clinch, and you can see his body language telling you that he's exhausted, Joseph Edu. And this is where we might see Isaac Kakraba piling up the pressure on Joseph. Maybe he can get something. The wild miss there from Isaac, but Joseph is always going to go in for the clinch. But the referee halts the situation, and well, it seems that mouthpiece.
Yeah, the mouthpiece of Edu is out, and as he replaces it, referee has also given him a warning. He says this is your first, and probably should be your last. If he doesn't want further punishment. But anyway, Kakraba will continue with the way he's been pummeling his opponent. He's also shown maturity in ring craftsmanship, which also will go to get him the needed points that he needs as both boxers take a break from the round.
Yeah. So that's how we end the third round between Isaac Kakraba and Joseph Edu. Let's take a look here. Some highlights of a pass round there, and look at that right hand there. And look, Joseph also tried to use the left on Isaac Kakraba. And look, what a wild miss there from Joseph as he was searching that left punch. Both boxers always trying to counter punch each other. Well, Prince, as you told me, Isaac Kakraba on our screen there, and he has decided not to sit anytime they go for the break. He is already up, and let's see if Joseph Edu can respond to the bell. And the referee signals that Joseph Edu of the Ghana prisons couldn't make it to the next round as the bell rang for the next round. And Joseph Edu, well, Prince, he is complaining something of his right arm, and you can see his trainer helping him out there. But obviously you see that this fight, Isaac Kakraba showed his dominance, his jab, his movement, his resilience nature, and his finesse nature. Isaac Kakraba showed it on Joseph Edu, and I'm sure that is why Joseph Edu felt it, and he thinks he cannot continue to the next rounds.
Well, it was clear. Kakraba had it all wrapped up. He had it all sewed up, and Edu kept tiring out as the fight went on. So despite the injury, I'm sure that if they had gone on a few rounds, the difference would have been clear.
The Ghana Professional Boxing League, and now under the sponsorship of Bell 7 Star, it has produced countless of talent in Ghana boxing. When we started, we gave the platform to our novices, our juvenile and our amateur boxers who came on this platform to exhibit their flair. They were live on television, and most of them are really doing a great job. Professional boxers have also gotten the platform to display their boxing artistry and talent. We've just witnessed an interesting fight, and that fight also ended prematurely. It was bout number 3 of night number 15. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the verdict. In round number 4, by a technical knockout, the victor is the boxer fighting up from the red corner from the Atokwashi Boxing Gymnasium under the tutelage of one of the finest boxing trainers, who is also one of the deputy trainers of the Black Bombers of Ghana, presenting to you the boxer, Isaac Kakraba. Isaac, how are you?
I'm doing good.
I can see that you're doing good because you had a wonderful night. Now, how would you describe your opponent?
You know, he did his best, but I proved him wrong.
You prove him wrong. How did you prove him wrong?
It's all about training. My coaches prepared me very well, and they are the reason why I'm here today.
Where were you born?
You know, I'm born in Jamestown.
Jamestown here. But you are a Fanti or a tree?
I'm Fanti.
Fanti. The Fantis are very excited to have you. Born and bred here at Jamestown, but you're doing them proud. I know that Santehini Otunfo is proud of you. Now tell us, from where are you going?
You know, it's all about me and my coaches and my management, and you know, we determined very great that we are going to achieve what I do. So what I'm supposed to do is train hard and, you know, focus on what I'm doing. So because boxing is my work, it's my everything, and I'm doing boxing for a living. So I'm supposed to work and work hard and, you know, achieve my goal.
Because no pain, no gain.
Yeah, no pain, no gain.
Very well. Now, I want you in the just 30 seconds, speak your tree language. They are watching you from the Ashanti region of Ghana, and some of them across the country. They want to hear you from your own language. Talk to them.
Yeah, Orikodu, only movie off. Third infantry. Yenain, Yabane Aba.
Thank you very much. I put hands together for him. So, you know, one thing about these boxes is that I need to let us know where they are coming from. When you know where they are coming from, that tells you that these guys are Ghanaians. They need support across all the 16 regional capitals. That is why I am super excited that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he has really promised to make sure that the sporting facilities, be it boxing, basketball, tennis ball, football, would have to get to all the regional capitals so that we can groom, catch them young, groom them, nurture them. So Kakraba, thank you very much. Now, the next bout of the evening, it is going to be a lightweight, light heavyweight contest over 8 rounds between John Power Inugo and Gabriel Olusegun. These boxes are ready, so the judges are Daniel Ablomete, Michael Adofachi, and T.A. Brown. The referee is Richard Amevi. So if the boxes are ready, we are waiting for the boxes. But Excellency, let me acknowledge your presence once again. And I want viewers to know that we have an Excellency, the Mexican ambassador, here with us. And let me share with you some wonderful boxes from Mexico who have made a lot of history and continue to make the history. In the 1980s, I quite remember Julio Cesar Chavez. And I remember Ruben Olivares. I also remember Salvador Sanchez. He was in the 1970s thereabout, and he retired in the 80s. Ricardo Lopez. And this is the man I love so much, and I continue to love him, Eric Morales. Eric Morales is a very tough customer, wonderful boxer. He came into the scene in 1993, and then he took a bow around 2012. Then we have one of the best boxers Mexico has ever produced, Marco Antonio Barrera. I'm talking about Marco Antonio Barrera, one of the finest boxers Mexico has ever produced. Then we have Juan Manuel Marquez. His Excellency, you know, you remember this boxer? So Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is one of the finest in the world today, is still active. And remember this man who has now become a promoter, the Golden Boy Promotions by Oscar de la Hoya. So these are wonderful boxers. I can also forget about Anthony Margarito. These are great boxers. Excellency, thank you very much for coming. Now, if you are ready, we've already introduced the officials. Now, from the blue corner, let's welcome Gabriel Olusegun.
I want stand no seat. Give me my thing.
So you heard from the ring announcer, Mohamed Amin Lamptey. celebrated his birthday a couple of days ago. Happy belated to you, sir. Always showing his beautiful nature of ring announcing. And we always love him every time he enters the ring to show us those ring announcing abilities that we always want to hear.
So we have people join us in the ring now from the red corner. Let's welcome John Power Mbanungu.
When you hear this name, you know that he is hailing from Nigeria. He is in the ring already, waiting for John Mbanungu, and this is going to be an international bout in the light heavyweight, scheduled for 8 rounds. And we are going to see how these two boxers are going to show what they are made of. In case you just joined us, you're live from the Bout Boxing Arena, and this is Fight Night 15 of the Bell 7-Star Professional Boxing League.
Boxing Arena. This is the heartbeat of Ghana boxing. This is where the legs of Zum Azuma Nelson, Aigbosika Kote, Nanaya Kunedo talk about the late Alfred Cobra Kote, Joshua Clote, Joseph Kinkona Beko. Most of these boxers, Emmanuel Tego, Richard Comey, all of them were groomed, nurtured, and they've gone through the process through this community. Once again, you're welcome. You're live on Max TV. Today is night number 15. We are getting ready with a light heavyweight contest over 8 rounds. This is an international bout, so we are ready with it. Now the officials, as we indicated, Judge 1, Daniel Ablomete, Judge 2, Michael Ado Ejefati, and Judge 3, we have Sule Isa. We are ready with the boxer fighting from the blue corner. He looks very, very elegant today. Red trunks, red gloves, brown shoe to match. He came to the ring with a weight of 177 pounds. This is one of the finest with an official record of 23 fights, 8 defeats, 13 victories, 2 draw. 12 of the victories came by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the one and only Gabriel Olusegun. Now moving over to the red corner, is also looking very, very elegant today. Swaddled in their white and blue trunks, black shoe, and red gloves to match. He came to the ring with a weight of 178.3 pounds, with official record of 14 fights, just 1 defeat, 1 draw, 12 victories, and all the victories came by way of knockout. This is the boxer who is also known to be called the Power, John Mbanungu. And the referee is Richard Amevi.
Hello guys, good evening. Protect yourself at all times. Whatever I say, you must obey. When I say stop, you stop. When I say break, you break. Touch gloves.
Yeah, so let's get ready for this international bout. Light heavyweight, scheduled for 8 rounds between John Mbanungu taking on Gabriel Olusegun from Nigeria. And
round 1.
Here we go, first round. Mbanungu and Gabriel. Gabriel, he's the boxer in the red and white trunks, whereas Mbanungu, he's the boxer in the white trunks. Mbanungu trying to close the gap there to land. This is a light heavyweight contest. The light heavyweight, sure you know, some boxers who have made their name. And currently, when you look at the light heavyweight, the world champion, it says Dmitry Bivol, a man from Russia. He claimed that title from Beta BF after the first fight he lost to Beta BF now becoming the losing side, whereas Dmitry Bivol is now currently the light heavyweight champion. I have a couple of boxers, the likes of David Benavides, also lurking around in the light heavyweight. You have our own Joshua Boachi, hailing from United Kingdom, born in Ghana here, also in the light heavyweight division. And here in Ghana, Buko Boxing Arena, we have John Mbanugu and Gabriel Olusegun in the ring here to show what they are made of in the light heavyweight division. And the two boxers have started to pile up the heat a bit, raising the tempo. Gabriel Olusegun and John Mbanugu. Gabriel wants to show his slick nature, and which he should be careful there. Gabriel trying to search the jab there, but Mbanugu using the jab there on Gabriel, trying to create openings there. And the inside fight between both boxers, let's see. And it's Gabriel who is trying to show some slick moment, but Mbanugu is always marching on. Mbanugu and Gabriel, good one there from Gabriel. Last 10 seconds clap, and Gabriel trying to move as he had that last seconds clap. And let's see, this is two boxers who have decided to show their grit, but in the first round, I'm sure both boxers wants to size each other. Sure, as the rounds travels, we are going to see the tempo rising a bit, and Gabriel Olusegun and John Mbanugu. Here we go, the second round of Gabriel Olusegun and John Mbanugu. And as I said, in the second round, I can see that the tempo is picking up a bit. You can see that both fighters have decided to have a stance. And look at that double punches there from Mbanugu on Gabriel. Gabriel took that one well. High guard from both boxers. And let's see. Mbanugu trying to work on Gabriel, but Gabriel also standing tall in front of Mbanugu. It was a good job there from Mbanugu on Gabriel. Gabriel keeping a high guard there. Mbanugu trying to search space in the defense of Gabriel. Good double punches there from Mbanugu on Gabriel. Gabriel tried to get him with some uppercut, lacked the power there. Good right hand there from Mbanugu. Wild miss there from Gabriel. Gabriel searching for that haymaker. But it is Mbanugu who is keeping it simple and fundamental. using the jab, and creating openings. And there goes Gabriel. Inugo also tried to reply him. And it's all about making sure you punch and be precise with your punch. There's a left chop in there from Gabriel, but didn't get that success. Inugo and Gabriel. Good one there from Inugo. But Gabriel is still standing in front of him, and this time around he is good. And look, Gabriel, now he turns the heat there, and Inugo still using the jab, but Gabriel was a right hand there from Gabriel, and Gabriel, anytime Inugo punches him, he also claps his head, but he needs to stay focused because punches being landed on you are being counted by the judges. That was a good head movement there from Gabriel. Jab. Inugo also wanting to get in with those uppercut and right hand, but this time around Gabriel read him well. And there's Inugo. And Gabriel might be feeling the power from Inugo, and right hand there, snap the head of Gabriel from Inugo. And let's see, last 10 seconds clap there, and both fighters, who's going to get a last straw? And there goes the bell to end the second round between Gabriel Olusegun and John Inugo. Wow. The second round, I've seen the tempo rise between these two boxers, Inugo and Gabriel. Look how Inugo always time Gabriel. And look at that uppercut there, getting through for Gabriel. Look at that right punch there from Inugo, and look at Gabriel reacting on that from that right punch from Inugo. And he did that again here.
Seconds out. Round 3.
Here we go for the third round for this light heavyweight contest between John Inugo. He's the boxer in the white trunks taking on Gabriel Olusegun, the boxer in the red and white trunks. In the fight taking up the center stage, both fighters try to use the jab. And it is Inugo and Gabriel. And it seems that Inugo and Gabriel have decided to change the tack getting into this third round, and it is Gabriel who has tended to be throwing and double up with his punches there, but Inugo also. And it is Gabriel who was searching the body there, but Inugo read him well. And the body shot there from Gabriel. Inugo also tried to react and reply with a flurry of punches there, but Gabriel always keeping a high guard there. Gabriel trying to counter, and Inugo uppercut there from Gabriel. Lacked what he was searching for, but did a couple of damage on Inugo. And Inugo tries to react there with some flurry of punches there, and there goes a right hand there from Inugo, and Gabriel still standing in front of Inugo and not really throwing any punch from Gabriel. I thought he should react and reply from those punches coming from. That was a left punch there from Gabriel. Inugo took it well there. Inugo still staying focused there, and Gabriel needs to stay focused there. Both fighters tend to get in with an inside fight, and it is Gabriel who anytime they go in with that inside fight, I feel he's having some success there with those uppercuts that he's getting through. But in Banugu, when it comes to the jab placement, he's having those success. There's go with a Felicia there, but that might not be a good idea on Gabriel. Because Banugu always get that right hand getting through. A double punches there from Gabriel. And oh my goodness, Gabriel just went down there and oh my goodness, Gabriel. Well,
I think Gabriel is in trouble.
Yeah.
I think he's in trouble.
Gabriel might be in trouble, and they need to really get the mouth gum out from his mouth before they can administer certain. And you can see the ring doctors rushing on him to really get him back to his conscious level. And well, Prince, I didn't really see what really made Gabriel went down there. I thought he was standing
He went down, but he went down heavily too.
Yeah.
And maybe the replay will give us a fair idea.
Well, he keeps punching his head. I thought this shouldn't be something that Gabriel shouldn't be doing, because you are receiving punches from your opponents, then you also punch yourself. And okay, so here, and oh my goodness. And he didn't land well. He landed on the ropes before going down on the canvas, and I'm just hoping, let's see here what really caused Gabriel to go down like that. What is a point from Banugu, or it could be something else. Look, at this point,
he lost it. You could see the eyes
going off there from
he lost it.
Gabriel, and he's set up with an uppercut there, Gabriel, and Banugu tried to jab. Not a jab that will worry Gabriel to send him down there, and look at his leg and look at the eyes from Gabriel. Oh, and he went down there. The man on your screen there is John Banugu, and we are just hoping to see if they can revive Gabriel Olusegun.
The doctor, the medical staff, they're all working on him round the clock. Let's hope that he's not in any bad condition. But clearly, as he went down, you could see that he was losing it. His eyes were all rolling out. Or they managed to stabilize him.
Yeah.
I think the gum is out, and
the gum is out,
he should be out of danger for now.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the medics are here. The ambulance is on standby, ready to take him away.
He started off with an uppercut there, Gabriel, but this is where Banugu tried to get in with them right. But this is not a punch that was sent. But look at the eyes of Gabriel. Oh my goodness. You could see that there is something wrong with Gabriel. He fell down, not as a result of a punch, but it could be something even heavier than a punch. Losing his legs there, and he just went down there.
He still hasn't moved though.
Yeah.
And he'll be whisked off to the hospital.
Yeah.
ASAP. The medics have done the phone call as quickly as they can. And the Kolebu Teaching Hospital has been put on standby. And we just hope and pray that he gets well. Banugu looking very worried, but we'll walk through the process again. And there he lost it. He lost it and went down. He lost it and went down. The legs were wobbling. The legs first gave way, and then his eyes went off. He landed awkwardly. And thankfully, he's been whisked away into the ambulance. And Johnny Banogu doesn't look too happy. Yeah, a little bit of worry on the faces of our visitors here. But let's just hope and pray that all will be well with Gabriel, Olusegun, Olarin Waju. So unfortunately, Gabriel went down, and he's been whisked off to the hospital.
Wherever you are, you're still live on Bout TV.
And today it's Saturday, night number 15 of the ongoing Bell 7-Star Professional Boxing League here in Ghana. Well, we're witnessing something very, very sad, but our medical team, under the leadership of Mr. Edward Addo, a qualified physician and staff from the National Ambulance Service, they are working on it. You all saw what happened in the fight, but we have the verdict here. We'll give the verdict and we can move on with the next bout of the evening. And we wish the boxer Gabriel, we wish him a speedy recovery. So we have the verdict in round number 3 by a technical knockout, 2 minutes 46 seconds. The winner, ladies and gentlemen, from the red corner, John Power Mbanungo. Thank you very much, John. Well, you've won the fight, but your opponent has been stretched off the ring and know by now he's on his way to the hospital. How do you feel?
I feel excited, but I'm hoping and praying so that it will get well.
You are excited that you've won the fight, but when it comes to the condition of your colleague, you are praying that he will get well, very well. So how would you describe the fight?
Oh, it was amazing because my opponent is from Nigeria. It's not a Ghanaian. I don't know him, he don't know me. We are just boxing, but everything happening in the ring, so you just hope and pray things will be okay.
Now, viewers want to understand what happened. Was it a jab? Was it a punch? What happened?
I was throwing, but along the way, I don't know. I think there is something wrong somewhere, but I don't know.
You just delivered a punch and you saw him going down?
Yes.
Okay, finally, what message do you have for us?
I just thank everybody here. Those who have been supporting boxing, they should keep supporting boxing. So I'll get to the...
Thank you very much. So that was... He also won the fight. He's excited, but he's still praying for his colleague who has been stretched off the ring on his way to the hospital, and we wish him a speedy recovery. Our physician is back, but officers of the National Ambulance Service, they've taken him, and we hope that he will come out successfully. So let's get ready. Well, the next bout of the evening is one of the much anticipated bouts, and this is going to be a welterweight contest over 6 rounds between Jerry Lamptey of the Ghana Army Boxing Gymnasium and Pa Azul Krap from the Seaview Boxing Gymnasium. And the officials for this bout, we have Judge 1, Daniel Ablomete, Judge 2, Michael Adoy J. Fachi, and Judge 3, T.A. Brown, and the referee is Richard Ameve. So viewers, wherever you are, once again, thank you very much for being part of this wonderful night. We are here enjoying boxing because we have one of the most important personality when it comes to boxing in the world, the Mexican ambassador to Ghana. She's here with us, enjoying herself, and we hope that the partnership between Ghana boxing and Mexican boxing will become greater and better. So if we are ready, let's welcome the referee, Richard Ameve, And from the blue corner, let's welcome Pa Azukra.
Next bout coming up is a 6-rounder featuring the second placed team, Ghana Army, and the Seaview Boxing Gym. Seaview will be represented in this fight by Pa Azukra. It's a welterweight contest. Ghana Army will be represented by Jerry Lamptey. An expectant crowd still here. Obviously, there's a lot of buzz going on around the stands.
Swapping of the fights. Now we should rather go for the bantamweight contest over 6 rounds between Abdulaziz Sidu and Aryeetey. So if the boxes are ready, the judges, we have Richard Amevi, we have T.A. Brown and Sule Issa. These are the judges, and the referee is Daniel Ablomete. So if we are ready, let's welcome from the blue corner, Aryeetey.
A little bit of a correction. Coming up next, it's a bantamweight contest. Kotoku Academy's Abdul Aziz Sidu and Complex Force Isaac Aryeetey. This bout should be very exciting, and we hope we can sell the best of bantamweights to you coming up shortly. We're still monitoring the situation with Gabriel Olusegun, Olarin Waju, and once we get any feedback, we definitely will let you know. So Isaac Aryeetey enters the ring.
Now from the red corner, let's welcome Abdul Aziz Sidu.
Let's wait for his opponent. Monitoring and observing the fights from a distance is my colleague Ni Asai Ankra. So far we've had a wonderful season of boxing. We have a couple of bouts to go to lower the curtain on this season. And then he kindly share with us the quality that we have exhibited so far in season 3 when it comes to the professional boxing league. Are we making any strides? Are we making any improvements from the boxers' angle, from the coaches' angle, and the opportunities that are coming to the boxers? Share with us.
Thank you, Prince, and let me say a very good evening to our cherished viewers for staying glued to watch the professional boxing league. Prince, to answer your question, I think that we're making a lot of headways. Like I said earlier today in an interview, the more the boxers fight, the more they get an extra exposure. The more they get into the ring, the more they learn. They practice what they've learned in their gyms. So this particular boxing league is really giving a lot to the boxers. And I think that, like the president said during the week, it is time to export them.
It's one of the finest bouts I am waiting for today. because the two pugilists are boxers who are tried and tested, and we are waiting for a big fight as we roll with the official introduction of the two boxers. This is a bantamweight contest over 6 rounds. Now the officials again: Judge 1, Richard Amave; Judge 2, Sule Issa; and Judge 3, T.A. Brown. Now introducing the boxer fighting out from the blue corner. This is one of the finest young, talented, gifted boxer Ghana has ever produced over the past years. Very, very, very controversial. Spotted today, the black trunks, black shoe, and red gloves to match. He came to the ring tonight with a weight of 113.6 pounds. This is the boxer from the Complex 4 Boxing Gymnasium here in Accra, with an official record of 16 fights, 10 victories, 6 defeats, and 6 of the victories came by way of knockout. This is one of the finest. Heavy puncher, very, very intelligent in his footwork and artistry. Presenting to you the boxer, ladies and gentlemen, Aryeetey, crossing over to the red corner. And this is also one of the finest from the gymnasium that nurtured and grown Zum Azuma Nelson and Ike Bazooka Kote. Tonight's one in the red and black trunks, white shoe, red gloves to match. He came to the ring with a weight of 119.2 pounds, with an official record of 7 fights, 6 victories, just 1 draw, no defeats, and 6 of the victories came by way of knockout from the Akotoku Academy. Presenting to you the boxer Abdul Aziz Sidu. And the referee in charge of this fight is Daniel Ablometi.
Daniel Ablometi will be our referee for this important bout.
Good evening, guys. We're going to head down below the belt. You fight hard and fight clean. Touch gloves. Touch gloves. Good luck.
So everything is set for the bell to go for the first round of this bout. Isaac Aryeetey, the shorter of the two in the black trunks, taking on his opponent Abdul Aziz Sidu.
Round 1.
Mohamed Amin Lamptey described Isaac as a very sleek and thoughtful boxer. Let's see what he has to offer. But Abdul clearly will have his height and reach to his advantage. And Isaac will have to dig deep if he's to make any inroads. Akotoku Academy, one of the richest academies we have in Ghana boxing in terms of experience. And indeed, I must admit that the Professional Boxing League has brought the best out of the gyms in terms of the boxers and the coaches as well. Every fortnight bringing you the best of boxers we have on the local scene as Aryeetey decides to go to the works. He is unperturbed, not fussed about the height or reach of his opponent. He's very bold in going in to ensure that he puts pressure on Abdul. Couple of wild punches being thrown, but still puts the pressure on. at the receiving end now. A couple of right jabs from Abdul landing on the head of Aryeetey. But he will continue putting the pressure on his opponent. A couple of jabs once again from Abdul Aziz. A wild uppercut miss. Aziz now being urged on by his corner to let the punches flow. Aryeetey still stands tall. Into the corner there. Abdul tried to pummel Aryeetey. Referee steps in briefly, but they will continue into the last 10 seconds. First round has been good. They've clearly come out of their shell. That was a late connection there from Abdul. In Aryeetey's corner once again is a former Commonwealth champion and technical director, Lamptey Kome. Constant jabbing, constant punching, give and take affair clearly. He may be diminutive in stature, but what he lacks in that regard, he makes up with his bravery.
Seconds on.
Well, Prince, what I expected to see is what I'm seeing. I know it will fireworks. Aryeetey, as we know, knows his weakness and will always want to work on use his strength where he will go in and throw body punches to his opponent. And then we see Aziz Sidu, he also is fighting on his advantage, that is his reach. He's not allowing Aryeetey to come in to get the body shock. So he is doing well to use his long reach, ensure that the punches get to Aryeetey so that Aryeetey will not come. But then the stubborn Aryeetey, as we know him, will always chase you, will always come into you knowing that he has that diminutive body, and then he needs to get into you before he can get a punch landing. So I am not surprised what I'm seeing. I know it will be fireworks, and it's exactly what we are watching.
Well, fireworks it has been right from round one. Thanks for staying with us. This is round number 2. Trying to work on the body, a couple of jabs coming through there. Abdul returns with a couple of his as well. Straight to the head of Abdul. And Aryeetey would fight back. Like Niasai said, he's a very tough, stubborn customer, Aryeetey. And it's still a give and take affair. He missed a wild swing there, took him down. Obviously, he won't get a count for that. But again, the consistency. Abdul works on the body shots again. And Aryeetey, he's missing a couple of those wild ones and landing some as well. Tries to work on the body. He goes in to see whether he can dig out some effort. But it's still a give and take affair. Both boxers really having a go at each other. It ends with a clinch. Some bravery there on the part of Aryeetey.
Prince, it looks like Aryeetey is getting some level of fatigue. If you look at the energy he came into the first round with, I think it is diminishing. But then he's still doing well to ensure that Abdul Aziz will not get his punches right to him. I like his body moves. He's not allowing Aziz to get the punches to him, but then Aziz is also doing so well, and knowing that a little sluggishness, a little slowness, will get Aryeetey to double up. So he is not giving any chance at all, and that's what exactly we are seeing.
Well, his tenacity clearly will drive him to the end of the round. A little bit of a late trading in punches, but that won't take the shine of it all. And that was the wild swing that sent him down. But look at the energy. Ready to stand toe-to-toe with a taller opponent and with a longer reach. Still delivering those hefty punches.
Prince, fights like this, you need a lot of energy because both boxers are just giving their all. It's a give and take fight, so if you don't have that strength, I'm not sure you'll be able to finish. But it looks like in the second round, we didn't see Aryeetey coming to the party. I expect him to improve in the third round, yes. Abdulaziz is using his reach very well, knowing that what Aryeetey can do best is just to enter deep into him and work on his body. So like we're saying, you know, Abdulaziz is using the reach, and that is his strength, and he must just focus on that and use it the more so he wins this fight.
The reach, the height, obviously playing as an advantage for the taller Abdulaziz Sidu. But again, Isaac Aryeetey will let it go. Everything he has in his arsenal. Lands a big one to the head of Abdul. Abdul comes back with a couple of body punches, but Isaac Aryeetey once again digs into the side. Misses another wild throw. But he will still stand. Tries to go for the clinch. Abdul will have none of that. But this clearly shows the determination that Isaac Aryeetey has. And clearly, he is not afraid to walk into those hefty long punches of Abdul. And Derek, like he rightly said, it looks like the steam is getting a bit too much for Isaac Aryeetey. Tries to work on the inner part of Abdul. Abdul fights back. Gets a couple of punches to the head. Isaac Aryeetey still on his feet, and he's being edged on by the corner. Misses a couple of those wild punches again and again, but he will fight back. Fans will applaud what they see. It's a total give and take affair here. Steam should really run out. But for his stature, would you say that probably is the best option to keep letting it go?
That is the only option he has. So unfortunately, he's fighting an opponent who is also aware that the strength of Aryeetey will be to just get into him and work on the body. So he's not allowing that. disadvantage of Aryeetey is the advantage of for
Abdul, yeah.
So you see him, he's getting more of the punches. And this particular fight, as we see this fight, both boxers must maintain their energy. It is the energy that will make the difference. It's not the one leading. If the energy, which of the boxers will sustain this this aggression, this hard punching fight? It is the boxer who can withstand, who has the energy to withstand these other rounds. That will be the difference.
Here we go, round number 4. And viewers, do stay with us. We still have our ears to the ground, and once we get any update on Gideon, the boxer who went down, we definitely will let you know. But it's Isaac Aryeetey time now. Trying to size their opponent each other. Isaac goes in with a big.
Well, Prince, it looks like Aryeetey has adopted a new strategy. Just let me get a big punch and then go in for the clinching. Get a big punch, go for the clinching. That's what he's doing. He's doing now. I don't know how far that will work for him.
Another warning, another caution, and he needs to keep the punches up. Wild miss again. And these wild misses obviously would not do him any good. He needs to land some solid punches. A bit of a caution there from center referee Daniela Blometi. And they will go again. Takes a couple of punches to the head. Aryeetey. And Abdul now feels that he can use Isaac Aryeetey for target practice. That's a big one. Lines it up again. Aryeetey misses with that wild swing of his. He may be missing most of these punches, but I tell you,
seriously, he has very good. Aryeetey has very good movement, and that is what is helping him now. He's using the movement because he's realized that the punches are not getting to Abdulaziz. So let me ensure that I will also not receive any punch from him, and that's basically what he's doing, and he's getting it right.
he looks ferocious in the ring. But anyway, the fans are loving every bit of it. Despite all the wild misses from Isaac Aryeetey. Tries to work in the inner section. Bounces around. Tries to kill the time as the bell will go for the end of the round.
I think that this particular round, Aryeetey has done so well with his movement, with his dodges, with his punches. I think that he's really proved himself this round. And like I told you, he will take the boxer with the right energy to win this particular fight. He will take the boxer. We have 2 rounds to go, and I think that Abdulaziz must maintain his energy because Aryeetey has not given up. Aryeetey is coming like a wild lion. Aryeetey is coming like a wounded lion, and I think that Abdulaziz must be consistent. He should do what he was doing from the beginning, just using the reach to get the jabs going, and I think that would be best for him. If he doesn't know and he comes in fighting, he will allow Aryeetey to also get some of the punches to throw. And I say Aryeetey has proven to us that he's somebody who can dodge punches. He is very careful, so much careful that when you can throw as many as you, the opponent, who in this case is Abdulaziz, you can throw as many punches, but Aryeetey has maintained has shown that in this particular fight that you don't need to throw too many punches. You can still throw many punches, but you won't get anywhere.
A luta continua, they say, and Isaac Aryeetey building the confidence and getting a lot of the support from the fans here. And obviously, that seems to be encouraging him through and through. That was quite unfair on the part of Abdulaziz. Let's see what the referee will say. Gives him a caution. He takes the advice. And Abdul is cautioned as well.
Well, I think this is wrong on the part of Abdulaziz. I was just reading some news from the UK where Donovan was disqualified some few weeks ago for similar things when the referee has asked them to break and then you threw a punch and out of that he was disqualified. I think that our boxers must learn the rules. The referee says stop, you stop. You don't throw punches when you are supposed to stop. You don't throw punches when the bell goes off. They must learn all this because it can cost you a lot. It can cost you a fight. And, the rules are that you can be disqualified. So you should be careful. Just imagine. I think that they must both be careful how they are fighting. They were doing well from the beginning. But look at the fight is becoming unnecessarily tense and the boxers are misbehaving.
Aryeetey seems encouraged. He's got a lot of the backing here. It's the wild misses that the fans are not appreciating. There again, misses a couple of them. But he keeps moving forward. And Derek, like you said earlier on, he knows how to walk out of trouble. On that occasion, was he tired? But he will fight back. Goes in for the clinch. Boxer is not there. Fight has to continue. It's a give and take affair at this stage. Obviously, tiredness, fatigue has set in. And anytime they clinch like that, I'm mindful of a certain Evander Holyfield ear that was bitten off.
Where the Aryeetey here is too down that the height difference is too much.
Yeah.
Just that boxing I always say it's about weight, and they are all in the bantamweight. Fortunately for Abdulaziz is the taller type, and then for Aryeetey is the shorter one. But when they meet, one here is on another side. And I wonder how Aryeetey could get to the ears of Abdulaziz.
Well, he's been impressive without a doubt. Isaac Aryeetey. He's not scared of his opponent. He's willing to go all out. He's giving the opponent the best that he can. He's missed a couple of those wild punches like we said earlier on. But he keeps going forward. I'm sure he needed a little bit of a break on that occasion.
Seconds out. 6. And the final round.
So is the 6th and the final round in this bantamweight contest. Akotoku Academy represented by Abdulaziz Sidu, and Complex 4 represented by Isaac Aryeetey. They've got 3 rounds to finish this off.
Abdulaziz has done so well to win this fight, but we have 3 minutes, and that can make a lot of difference in association boxing. 3 minutes is a lot, but I think that from where I sit, Aziz has done so much as Aryeetey is giving him a run for his money. I think that he's done so well to win this fight. If he's very much able to control this particular round, I think he will go out with a win.
Oh, the glove needs a little bit of reinforcement, but that is the face of a warrior, Aryeetey. I mean, clearly he's made a statement. He is not scared.
You know, he's never been scared. Anytime he fights, he will never be scared. I think that when it comes to training, I think that he does well, because after the second round, I thought that he wouldn't be able to finish, but then it's proving to us that he's that durable, and when given a chance, he can do something.
He does well, dodges most of the jabs pointed at him. Couple of rabbit punches. Referee definitely will not take that lightly. A quick caution, and then they continue. He's missed a couple of those wild throws, and maybe that's what's missing from his repertoire. So they will still have a go at it. Trickling into the last 60 seconds. But I'm sure that when the bell goes for the end of the fight, most of the applause will come Aryeetey's way. Oh, he goes down unsportingly. So let's continue, referee sets. And we're just a couple of seconds shy of that final bell. Isaac once again. It's a give and take affair. And then he goes in for the clinch as and when he can. Takes a hefty punch. Dodges a couple. Goes in for the clinch. Strategy, well, depending on who he's working for, seems to be in play. And Aryeetey goes down again. He's on his feet. Can we say desperate times calls for desperate measures?
Well, it looks like our boxers must be given a lot of tutorial, say in the way and manner when they are fighting, they should be in the ring and comport themselves. It's not all the time that when your opponent provokes you, you must act. It's important for you to know why you are in the ring, and it's just to work in the ring, get your results, and get out. So I think that they must be taking through some of these things. What a fight! What a fight!
Well, it's been interesting. It's been wonderful. They both have showed that they are ready to have a go at each other. And like I said, the applause will come for Aryeetey. Not too sure whether the applause will be good enough to sway the scorecards, but he's fought a good fight.
Well, viewers, this is the bout I indicated during my introduction that it was about
I'm waiting for. So all of us witness a very, very crucial fight, close to call. One of the boxers is very short. One has the height. He has the advantage of the longer reach. He has the height. He has the everything. But the boxer who is very short, very credible, very durable, very resilient. Shall we put our hands together for the two boxers? It was an amazing fight. And after the verdict, we have another crucial fight coming our way. And this is going to be a welterweight contest over 6 rounds between Jerry Lamptey of Ghana Army Boxing Gym and the Pa Azu Krap of the Seaview Boxing Gymnasium. Another interesting bout. So wherever you are, you're live on Max TV. Today is a beautiful Saturday, and today we are celebrating boxing with the Mexican ambassador to Ghana. She's here with us with her entourage, and very soon we shall introduce them because they are having fun here. They are enjoying themselves here with the GBA president, the indefatigable Ibrahim Kote Nikwe. So we are waiting for the verdict.
Well, we humbly await the verdict, but whilst we do so, the smiles on the face of Abdul and his opponent, together with the GBA president, I think they have sold quite a boxing bout. And there they go, both boxers shake hands once again. And now that the verdict is ready, we will cross over again to Mohammed Amin Lamptey.
Now we have the verdicts. Before the verdicts, we want to say thank you very much to Bell 7 Star, producers of 7 Star Energy Drink. We say thank you so much to Premium Motors, sole agent and distributors of Renault cars in Ghana. We also want to say thank you so much to Cinex Electronics, Techno Mobile, MaxBuy, and IMAX Electronics. Now we have the verdicts. Judge 1 scored the bout 59 to 55. Judge 2 scored the bout 59 to 55. And Judge 3 scored the bout 60 to 54. Ladies and gentlemen, by a unanimous point decision, the winner, presenting to you one of the finest, Abdul Aziz Said. Aziz, congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
I feel good.
You feel good? It was really, really a very crucial fight. How would you describe your opponent?
My opponent is very tough.
It's very tough. It was no quelle. It have a problem for you.
I have a problem for you.
Me problem.
Problem no ji like no rough. Egbe she can be my mom can be man no money.
Protector. How would you say in Mogbe?
The protector dem no she ba chom.
It was chummy. Okay, very well. It was fat if you forward then. It will be a new kale no name minute no no sanu kwen here kahabo.
Me ke fans ke boxing onupa ifen ni obi na keshi. I'm a watch out. Years to come, I will be a world champion.
Oh, really? You'll be a world champion. Now, in Ghana, who do you want to fight in Ghana today?
Actually, I'm in Chamukumukoshimoney feel like a banyan about Rigam.
Oh, you're sure? No fans say Fen Kwebu, Mukumeshan, Nami Kwebu, Miniji, Unagwimo.
Me that fans, Kemofia, Moni Babie, in Yemime, Kenya, no me. First of all, coach in case coach is there.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ayon. Wow. Shall we put our hands together for this gentleman? He's such a very durable, resilient, hard-working boxer.